Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Last part, things were moving a little bit slow until the very end, where we found ourselves another warp song. So we can go over to Spirit Temple now, and that's great, but we're here starting into Fire Temple. That's where we're going to start things. As now we have a dungeon we can go ahead and check, might as well. We might not be doing too much here in Fire Temple, it really depends what this first chest is. If it's a key, we're good. If it's not, we're leaving. Because we'll have to come back with hammer. What just happened? What kind of grab was that, Link? He just completely missed. That is a first. Alright, sure. We're just starting with some slop. This is fine. Perfectly fine. This is a thing that I'm not trying to come in here with some heavy practice or anything like a typical Let's Play. Randomizers, I feel, are a lot more laid-back styled game that I can kind of do without practicing. I mean, mind you, I would want to have some practice in the game that I'm playing per se, have some knowledge about it, and Ocarina of Time, thankfully, is a game I'm not needing much practice or knowledge because it's a game I have played for, at this point, around 20 years, so I'm perfectly fine playing this game, not really having too many issues with this or that. I pretty much know everything I need to do in the game, just from memory. I don't really need, like, any extra like map trackers or guides or anything. So, a great thing to do is a little bit of recording. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series so far. It's been more casual and laid back. Especially different to have a camera in here, because I don't normally do a face camera Let's Plays. It just doesn't fit. But something like this, because I want to show the item tracker, I'm actually using my live stream layout that I have for doing randomizer live streams in general. It just works for something like this. It really just kind of simplifies things. I'm trying to see if we do a little fancy jump here. Skip playing a song, which I don't need to do because I have Song of Time, but I can just do that jump. Just show some swagger here. Why not? Just gotta do that quick old flex. For nothing, I forgot that's a sculpture. I was thinking this was Master Quest for a second. Like, I'm going for the boss key chest. No, this is vanilla, man. You're not playing Master Quest. Maybe one day I'll come back and play Master Quest dungeons for this, but we're not doing it right now. Let's go over here and check what this key would be. Dude, why can't you climb it? Link, just walk around. The one ledge you just can't climb for whatever stupid reason. Sure. Hopefully this is gonna be another key, because I think I'm gonna be key locked here soon enough. I need a decent amount of keys, but not terribly many, depending on how much the Fire Temple I can actually do at the moment with items. So I can explore all of this right now, except for hammer specific areas, which are not that many. So if I can go almost to the whole top section of Fire Temple, that's a lot of checks. It'll be great. And I haven't done this since I was a kid. I have to slide down that log to get to the other side, just so I can climb up. I never do this anymore because you just hook shot this wall, and that just saves you on climbing. It's just much better to do. Okay, that was a little weird, but that actually put me right where I needed to be. That's pretty helpful, actually. Thank you, fast block pushing. A quality of life thing that randomizers have added for a very long time. I'm so glad, because pushing these stupid heavy blocks, it just takes forever. It's not fun. And that's one of the best quality of life things that randomizers ever introduced. And if you're a ROM hack and you don't have fast block pushing, what is wrong? Just add that in, please. Fast block pushing is so integral in my opinion. I can't play without it. It's just that big of a deal. You know what? I'm not actually gonna push this. I don't need to. Oh, okay, maybe I do if that's gonna happen. Because I don't have my ground jump anymore because of that. That's gonna activate this switch again, which is fine. I'm gonna be activating this like 3 times now thinking about it, but it doesn't matter. Now, I do have Goron bracelets, so I can push this. You need a strength upgrade to even push that for whatever reason as adult. Adult Link is actually very weak when he doesn't have a strength upgrade. It's funny to think about, since he doesn't wear Goron bracelet in his model, but he still uses it. So, without it, Adult Link, he's as strong as a pencil. Yeah, he's not strong at all based on that logic. So, in this case, if I didn't have strength, I wouldn't be coming up here. I'd be locked out. Unless I glitch like that, but I wouldn't be doing that at this point. It's cheating. We don't really cheat in this house. Well, we don't cheat unless we need to. And we don't cheat unless people approve cheating. Some very weird cheating rules in this house. No, I want to talk to you. You're useless. I mean, he tells you hints of how the dungeon operates. So, I mean, helpful on that front, but if you've been playing this game for as long as me, it doesn't really matter. So, thanks. I think. I love having the auto expansion theme every time for clearing a mission. That's one of my favorite victory jingles in games, so that's a good one to have here. Oh god, that was very close. Why am I pulling a bomb? This is just stupid. It's not even a Master Quest thing. Sometimes I might confuse this dungeon and Master Quest. Oh, I don't want to talk to you again. Fine, go on special crop. Yeah, I know, it's bombs. It's useful for so many things in this dungeon. Alright, we got another key. That's pretty good. I'm just going to wait for all these boulders. There's one other thing in this room, but it's just a Gauntlets, so I'm not going to worry about that. So we'll use this key and go into this hallway here. And one more key over here. And now we're out of keys, so we're going to need to find some more soon. Case in point right there, we're locked out. Now, I could have used my bow in the previous room, and it would have just got me over to where this chest is that we're seeing on the map. I opted not to do that just because I'm going to go around to get it. So I'm going to be getting that chest here in a minute, but for right now, I'm holding off. Use Forward's Wind right here because honestly, it's going to be good for speeding these up, but then I can also get this treasure chest and come back up here. So that's one thing. But depending on how things go, I might not even need that specific Forest Wind. Alright, we're using hover boots here. This is going to simplify this area a little bit. So I can just walk around like this. Not to worry about the platforming obstacles. Just kind of skip a lot of it. Take them off just so I can actually move. Hover boots have horrible traction, but they also have a horrible startup time. There's our key. We're getting like all the keys now. I mean, that's good. We can explore more of the dungeon the more keys we get early on. I'm just surprised at how many keys we're getting. Alright, let's jump down here. And now we'll get this chest and use Forest Wind to skip that long climbing section. I know we have Metal Gear Solid themes in here for victory jingles and such, but if anything, climbing that long wall structure, that's the perfect time for the Sneak Eater theme, and that's not in my seed, so we're just gonna completely skip over it. What is our map chest here? We have 2 more keys so we can continue exploring. Another bomb bag, okay. I mean, that's nice. I always use more explosives. It's not useful, but it is nice to have. I'm really hoping for something else for progression, though, because we're getting closer and closer to the end of this area, which means closer and closer to not having anything else to beat Fire Temple with, or any other dungeon for that matter. And that's kind of a problem, because we want to do more dungeons here soon. The fact that we're this deep in the Fire Temple right now is like one of the longest we've been in a dungeon in a while, especially since this is really our first adult dungeon. We haven't been able to get into any other adult dungeon yet. Fire Temple is the first one in logic for us. Alright, let's hope... You can tell when I'm just getting tongue-tied. If I make sound effects, I get tongue-tied. Let's see what the compass chest is. Recovery heart. Alright, so map chest was pretty helpful. Compass chest was a waste of time. Great. Wait for the boulder. It's kind of in my face. We chased by fire keys the whole time, I think, so let's just keep on going. Nice. Couldn't even see the fire because my camera changed. Little too close. Alright, this is going to be our last key for a while because I don't have any more keys I can get. I could go up here with Song of Time, but it's useless without Megaton Hammer, so I'm not gonna bother. Man, this fire hitbox is very deceptive. Doesn't even look like I'm that close to it, and yet I still get hit. So let's press this switch. Now we'll get rid of the fire barrier here, which is perfect. Now with that gone, we can actually get up this ledge. I almost walked right off. That would have completely defeated the purpose. And let's fight our mini-boss here. Which, fun fact about this mini-boss, this is one of 2 enemies in the whole game that actually is weaker to the Master Sword and not any other weapon. It's really this boss, the Fire Dancer, and the final boss, Ganon. Specifically Ganon, not Ganondorf. I don't know why Fire Dancer is weaker than Master Sword. That seems like a very weird decision. But he is. So it's convenient for our sake we have it equipped. If I had Giant Sniper, Big Go on, I would actually be swapping off. And thankfully we have explosives, which will stun the Fire Dancer and get the core revealed. So that's great for our sake. And we'll climb up this little platform now, save us some time. I did drop bombs, but I don't need 5 bombs. I'll be fine. I just got 30. So with that done, now we can go ahead, drop this here, climb this wall. A little bit of a time save, because I'll continue to climb in the cutscene. And we're almost done with Fire Temple right now, because after we do this one last check here, then we're done. And I already know what this has to be at the rate things are going. It's probably another key. Otherwise, I need Hookshot and Scarecrow Song to go to the other side of Fire Temple. Because the other top side is going to have a key or an item. So, I might be getting progression here, which I'll be locked out of, or I might be getting an item. One of the 2 at this point. Be careful, I don't want to roll too much here and fall off. That'd be a bad move. Claim check, alright. Well, I have something, I guess. Now we can see here, nothing else really we can do right now because everything else is locked behind areas that we just can't get to because we need Hammer or Scarecrow Song. So, at this point, we're done. Now, I could just save warp out of here, but you know what? Quick jump. Actually, now thinking about it, I'm going to save warp instead. It's going to take a while to run all the way around this dungeon. I'm not going to bother. And since we have claim check, before we leave, we might as well check. Punny. We might as well check to see what it gives us, because I'm not going to be back in this area for a while. Unfortunately, we can't do anything else in there right now, but we need Hammer. That's the biggest problem. Without Hammer, we're pretty much locked out of the remaining portions of Fire Temple. And based on how it went, I also need Hookshot now. So, man, this seed is going to open up so much once we get Hookshot. That one item alone is going to keep us from getting so many different things. It's insane, dude. That's really unfortunate because I don't know where my Hookshot is outside of Shadow Temple. And I don't have Din's Fire yet. If I get Din's Fire, this wouldn't be much of a problem. So hopefully the song we get from... Man, I keep on getting stuck in pillars. Hopefully the song we get after we warp over to the Desert Colossus area, hopefully that song is going to be a good one. We need Zelda's Lullaby. That would be pretty helpful. We need Song of Storms, but I know that's locked behind Kakariko Village at this point, so probably not getting that. If it's a warp song to any of the other areas, that's going to be really disappointing. Because it could be Zelda's Lullaby. It could be the... I also just realized, is my one check on here? No, it's not. Well, I had Prelude this whole time, but you can barely see it checked. And I apologize that sometimes that tracker is not fully updated. That is just a issue on my front. Here, just give him the claim check now. His finest work, which is a piece of art. What fine work. So let's get out of here. As I was saying, hopefully this is a good song because we can get Zelda's Lullaby here, which would be really helpful. Or we can get Minuet or Serenade, which would not be helpful right now. We don't want those songs. They're just shortcut songs, and we don't necessarily need them. It'd be ideal if we get something else. So I'm immediately going to pop in the Spirit and leave. I don't care about doing Spirit right now. I want to immediately leave. Oh, thank you. This is what we need right now. This is such a good song. Zelda's Lullaby. Let's go. this opens up a lot. But right now, before we use Lullaby, let's go over here, get our hint. Deku Tree, Path of Phantom. We already got that hint before. See what's up here on this platform. Is that... What is that? It looks like a sword almost. It's a Kokiri sword that I know is an ice trap. Dude, that is so hard to tell. It does... No, it's a quiver. It is a quiver, so that is not needed. But it is helpful to have. That is good to know. I'm not going to care about that. It's not a big deal. These levers right now are going to be in the way, so I'm just going to stand up here, do my bomb slide. Also, I really don't like this area for levers. It's so annoying, man. Levers are one of the most annoying enemies to deal with in this game. They're just constantly appearing at random locations near you. They're a nuisance. This area kind of sucks to traverse. So we'll just hope at the old-fashioned way. Thankfully now with Zelda's Lullaby, I can immediately bomb open this wall and check a fairy fountain. Our first fairy fountain we can actually get to. And we don't have any hints for this one, so this could be anything. So let's play the song correctly, please. Playing songs on a stick is one of the worst. Sometimes C-Up just doesn't come out. Don't know why. But hopefully we get something good like Boomerang, Hammer, Din's Fire. One of them, please. Not a Piece of Heart. Anything but that. Now, the problem is, I want to do Spirit, but I'm locked out as adult. I can actually go into child side as adult because I have hover boots. I can clip in there, but I think just for the sake of the seed, I'm not going to do something like that. I'm going to play things by the book. So I'll go back to child and go through Spirit as Child Link. And while we're here, I might as well plan a beam to get the quiver. It doesn't really help me, but it would just be convenient to have more arrows, so might as well. As long as it's not an ice trap, that is. If it's an ice trap, then I just rage on camera. So, one of the two options. I know the fairy fountain here is useless, so I'm not going to bother with the fairy fountain in Hyrule. That's just a waste of my time. However, the fairy up in Death Mountain Trail is useful. So I have to remember that for later and go get that fairy. That will be a good thing to backtrack for. Wait, before I leave, I already told myself I'm going to do the bean thing. Do the bean thing. Not really needing the quiver, but it'd be nice to have. How many explosives do I have currently? 16. I'll kill these guys real quick. They have a chance of dropping bombs, so I might as well get them. Dude, I can't aim. Well, at least I took care of the other guy. Bomb shoes! You know, I like getting bomb shoes now from drops, but I need actual bombs and not bomb shoes. Careful, there's fire Kisek everywhere here, and I don't want to lose my shield. Dude, do not. Okay, it killed both of the fire keys for me. How kind. Perfect. Actually, wait a minute. I have an idea. For shortcut's sake. I didn't mean to pause there. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a glitch here. Flame storage. Putting away your stick immediately like that, you'll be able to pull it back out later. As long as you're close enough, then you can actually use that fire. So, it's a weird mechanic, but that does save me a little time because I don't want to do that silver rupee thing. So, get the chest now, and then I can just leave using Flora's Wind to come right back to the spot. Use the crawl space and continue forward into this said dungeon from here. Save me a little bit of time. Think smarter, not harder. Here, if I stand right in this corner, I can just barely reach the switch and shoot it from here, which is perfect because I need boomerang for that normally, but I don't have boomerang, so I can hit it from here with the fairy slingshot. I could have also used bomb shoes, but I got a bug instead, so nice. Another bottle. That makes number 3, which means the only bottle that's left is the one with Rudo's letter. That's the only one I haven't gotten, so I know what my next bottle is. I haven't done this puzzle in a very long time because I never come in this dungeon without having Din's Fire. So the fact that I had to use Switch specifically is different. They designed this dungeon in such a way you don't need Din's Fire, so that's why this whole puzzle situation is even here. But I never come here without it. I always have Din's Fire before you even transform into an adult, so that's why, in my sake, it's weird to do that puzzle. It just is unnatural. But I have my key. That means I can actually continue on with the dungeon, so that's good. I know there's a guaranteed bomb drop in here, so I'm going for the bomb drop before I go on, because I want more normal bombs. I don't have many normal bombs. Thank you. A very weird angle, but I'm working with it. Please hit the thing. Can I not hit him from this distance? I didn't mean to do this, but now I'm just going for swag points, and the swag's not even working. It's just a waste of my time, and a bad decision at that. Fine, sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. Because you're just committed to the idea. There ain't no actual good reason. Wow, that was a nice throw. There you go. You're supposed to use bomb shoes for that puzzle, but I'll just use bombs. Hit this switch here. Nice little softball's face in my camera. Gives me 2 chests. Also, lighting in here got a little bugged out, I think, when he was for his wind. Hey, boss key. I can immediately go to the boss if I want to, which doesn't help with how this dungeon's laid out. Din's Fire, let's go. Oh, okay, that is a great item to have right now. Din's Fire is extremely useful, and in fact, I can use it right here. That's a great thing to get early on like this. Thank you. I'm so glad I got that early on in this dungeon, because that makes checking stuff like this a breeze for child. I would have to come back here normally as adult. Now I don't have to. In fact, I can't really do too much else in here after I'm done with the child section, because I need silver gauntlets to get in here as Child Link, which I don't have. Scripted. Totally scripted. I swear. It is definitely scripted. Man, that feel. I can actually get in here now with child and adult. That's great. I'm so glad to get that now. I might actually opt to not do the rest of this then. I might just come back here. You know what? Yeah, I'm doing that. No more child. He can go leave. I'm going to do the rest of the Spirit Temple sections here with child. I'll do that as adult Link instead. Man, that's good time. It's like, I can't do any more of this. Without the silver gauntlets. Pulls silver gauntlets right out of his hat. That's right. And for my next trick, I'm gonna go into the child side as adult. Normally, though. I can glitch into there, but then I can't glitch out, so I'm just gonna do it normally. The thing is, I can get into the child side with a crawl space right now with hover boots and a super slide. So I have the access to get over to one portion, but I can't get out of that section once I'm in there because then I need long shot. Because then I can use a glitch called a weird shot to clip Link under the ground with a hook shot. And he can just fire underground and use that to like clip into an unloaded room that has a hitbox already loaded. So that's what I would do in that situation, but unfortunately here I can't do that. I don't have hook shot or long shot, so yeah, not happening. Let me just get this quiver real quick, might as well. And I guess at this point, we're beating Spirit Temple, because I have Boss Key, I have Mirror Shield, I got everything I need to go fight Twin Rova, and that's great. I just have to actually do the rest of the dungeon to get to Twin Rova. So I might as well grab me some extra arrows. That'll definitely help, you know, keep my arrow situation from getting limited. That's nice. And I do want some explosives, so please actually drop bombs. Not bomb shoes, actual bombs. I mean, that's one of them. That's close enough. So now, since I can get over to the adult side, there's some stuff I can do over here. Let me actually unequip the fire arrows. I don't need those specifically right now. That's just overkill. Nice hit. In the cutscene of all things. If I don't get a key over here now thinking about it, this might be a bad call. I really hope I get a key from something like this. Oh, I also just realized I can't get this chest. It's like, wait a minute. I can't do this one. This is a mistake. Can't do. I need a hook shot. I don't think I can reach this with hover boots. I'm gonna try it. This Wolfle's also in my way. You know what? Yeah, there you go. Get him stuck in prison. Let's see if I can do this without hook shot. Dude, you can barely do that without a hook shot. I can glitch over there by using a bomb super slide and putting on my hovers. We already talked about how bad cheating is. We're not doing that. And I don't even think a backflip is gonna work, so that is just a thing I can't get without hook shot right now. It's kind of stupid. We can literally get to the chest right now, except we can't. We're just barely off every time. I'll try one more roll to it, and then we're just gonna get out of here, because this is something you need hookshot for, which I do find this is like a clever puzzle the game does, because this is a situation where they teach you that you can hookshot chests, because this is the only real chest that you have to actually hookshot your way over to in Ocarina of Time, but like one of the few. So it's a good way of teaching the player that you can hookshot the chest to actually go over to where that chest is. That was a nice little touch. I don't understand how that didn't grab the silver rupee. Sure. I'll just have to grab it with hovers instead. You can't get that without hover boots, but yeah, not me apparently. There you go. Just jump slash for the extra little bit of height. Give me that extra security. There we go, got all the silvers here. Hopefully this is a key, because if not, I might have made a mistake leaving early as child. Okay, good. No mistake, because I was going to be really embarrassed if that was the case. Like, I can do this cooler and easier as adult. Leaves before he gets a key. Has to go back to child and do the rest of the child section to get a key. It can happen. That like is a trap. As a first-time player, that always gets you. Really bad like drop. This dungeon in general has a lot of bad like drops. That previous room, we got the key in as another one. They know what they were doing here. I want to activate both of these suns, even though they are not the right solution to leave the room. They do get us 2 chests, so we're going to want those. And then push them over here, because there is a floor master just trying to attack me right now, which don't want that. I think it's a floor master. I always mix them up. Yep, there you go. Floor master. Always mix them up. I know I'm not the only one who does. A very common enemy people mix up in the Zelda series. Ooh, Megaton Hammer. This place is loaded. It's everything I need. It's a strength upgrade. It's a spell. It's a hammer, which is very good timing because now I can use the hammer over here. Makes my nose itch. I did not mean to throw off the map. Wow, I still had that mapped correctly. Then I'm back on. The L button turns off the map, which I didn't even realize that the settings they use to inject the Ocarina of Time Randomizer into the Wii Virtual Console version still kept the map thing mapped to the D-pad. It's D-pad up that's mapped to L. It's kind of like a weird thing, but, you know, it helps, I guess, to keep that if players want the map thing for whatever reason. I never turn the map off in Zelda. It's just more helpful to have than not to have. Alright, give me this. Come on. Give me my key. I don't think I can make that jump, so I'm just gonna go back over the hover boots and just climb back up the staircase. And just to save us some time, I'm going back and forth. I'm going to do this. Oh, also I just realized there is a second treasure chest that spawns here, so I'm gonna need to get that. I almost completely forgot about this treasure chest because it's in a really bad spot. I need to get it now. You know what? We'll get it later. It's fine. It is fine. I just realized I can't get back over to the other section without a hookshot. A common theme in the scene. Can't do X without a hookshot. It's a constant. So I might as well do this. Show off a cool glitch. Since I'm playing on Wii Virtual Console, now that I have Din's Fire, I can use it to equip swap Deku Sticks as adult. You're not able to use Deku Sticks as adult normally, but I'm able to. I just pull out this invisible stick. Now, because I'm playing Wii Virtual Console specifically, this works. Every other version of Ocarina of Time, this just doesn't work. So, the fact I'm able to do that with this version, it's just a helpful thing. And I know certain speedruns play on this version for that reason alone. That just saved me some time, because otherwise I would have had to have done more things at this point with Din's Fire. It just would have been more annoying. But I can just use a very glitchy looking Deku Stick, which, fun fact, you can actually use sticks in both the Wii U Virtual Console release along with the Nintendo Switch release of Ocarina of Time via the Switch Online expansion pass. You can use Deku Sticks as adult in those versions, but if you do, it causes the game to lag out in such a weird way and even crash. So don't do it. And in fact, it even deloads a lot of stuff, so it's just a bad idea overall. I knew he would hit me on that one, but it's fine. I can take the hits. I got double defense. Let's go. You missed. I won't. There, defeated. Give me back those hearts. And now with that, we can go ahead and immediately get ourselves the Silver Gauntlets check here, which, now that we're talking about them, I do like the color of my Silver Gauntlets. It's a nice purple. It's really nice looking. Gold scale. Yeah, another upgrade. That's kind of interesting. And now with that, I'm going to use Forest Wind, warp back over here, and it looks like I'm going to have a little bit of a longer part this time around because we're going to want to try to finish up this dungeon. We're pretty much halfway there at this point. Might as well just continue the pace. Dude, really? I hate playing songs on a C-stick. This thing is not designed for button presses. It's designed for camera. That's only why it's called the C stick. C stands for camera. Supposed to get over here with a hook shot, but don't need it. Neighbor's Love. Why we just got like all the spells? One spell was in the graveyard, the other two were here. That's very interesting. Now, Neighbor's Love is completely useless. It doesn't have any practical use in this game. So it's nice to have, but is it required? No. You can get away without even finding that item in a randomizer. It's just a thing that gives you invincibility for a short amount of time, so it's not really the most helpful. But it's nice to have if you're a player that's gonna, take a lot of damage and doesn't feel the most comfortable with your playing skills in a game like this. So, it has uses for some people, just not for me. Okay, I think that's gonna hit him. And sure enough, we're good. Hit the suns as we have Mirror Shield. Grab me this small key chest. Probably gonna be another small key, if I had to guess. Sure enough, small key. Let me get the bow out at this point, because I need to hit one of these statues from far away. That way I can trigger the switch pretty easily. There you go. Now he's gonna trigger the blue switch. Somewhat. That's not even hitting it. It's close enough. And there's two invisible chests here we can just grab now. If you know where they're at, just get them. Every heart at this point, because it's just a piece of heart. Arrows is neat. And for the sake of time, because, let's be honest, we just fought this thing. You want to see me fight him again. I'm just going to skip this Iron Knuckle. I don't care. I'm just going to bypass him. It's just a time waste at this point. Nice jump. I actually jumped onto his throne. So you can actually skip this guy with a ground jump by getting to his throne chair like this. I'll line it up a little bit better this time so I don't, jump on top of him. Then I can jump here, jump slash, and I'm right through the door. That saves me from fighting him, which is honestly at this point not necessary. We're going to be fighting another Iron Knuckle later, going to the Twin Rover boss fight. They just swapped the location of the gauntlets. You're supposed to find silvers on the other side, and I find golds over here. That's just hilarious. Both strengths that I have remaining were here. That is actually insane to think about. This temple is loaded. I should probably kill these BMOs. They're gonna be a problem. I normally don't climb this room, but I have to because I don't have hookshot. How did I climb? I didn't even see Link do the animation. Sure, whatever. Give me the bomb shoes. So I normally don't climb in here because I have hookshot and long shot most of the time, but I have to climb in here, and this room is so glitchy. So what I recommend doing at this point is if you're gonna climb this wall, for one, I kind of forgot about that. You can really tell I never climbed this wall. Kill the skull, for one. And for two, hold target, because these walls are extremely glitchy, and for whatever reason, if you hold target, you just don't fall off the walls when they slide around like this. I don't know why. It's a really confusing thing. It makes zero sense. I'm going to die. I have to try again. I hate this room. It's horrible. Just use long shot if you're playing the vanilla game. These walls are so horribly coded, and if I'm not doing the target thing, when Link's just crossing over like this between the platforms, he will just fall off. It's not great. So just hold target in the room if you have to climb it. One of the most buggy rooms in the game, if you want to be honest. Well, this will clear the rest of it. I don't have to worry about making it up here anymore. I just barely have enough time, but I can make it. And from here, let us play Zelda's Lullaby to get into this room. And there's a whole puzzle you have to do in here, which does require hookshot, but I can actually bypass it, and this is one of those rare cases I'm going to let myself do this. It's pretty easy. You just take a hit here, run through fire. That is literally it. It's nothing. And that was... Now I feel a little guilty doing that because that's an out-of-logic hookshot. I don't know about that one, Chief. That feels a little dirty. Ooh. The puzzle, you had to do hookshot to get hookshot. I don't know about that one. I have some decisions to make in between videos then, because here's the thing. That is, I think, a thing in my logic, so I'm gonna actually allow it. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna want to argue that one, and that is fair. I would too. But in this said string of settings, there are a lot of different things that are allowed to be done, and one of the things allowed is if you know about this or that thing ahead of time, then you can do it, and certain glitches are even allowed too. So, in that case, my logic, it could have actually had it set where I can get that hookshot now, and I'm just gonna say, for the sake of time, we're gonna have to leave it, because it's gonna take longer for me to actually replay this whole thing, and not get the hookshot, because I don't want to re-record a video and then be like, oh wow, I found this thing here, I didn't know that. That's gonna feel more dirty if I do it that way. I don't want to do that. So, we're gonna just leave that alone. While we're here, we'll finish up this dungeon 100%, because we already have the hookshot. Might as well go get the thing with the hookshot. And next video, we'll do Spirit Shadow Temple and get the hookshot in there, because we know hookshot is in that dungeon. So I will give myself a pass on this one, and if you don't agree with it, definitely go ahead and give me that opinion down below in the comments. You're perfectly fine to have that said opinion, and I would agree. In normal situations like this, I'm trying not to make any logic, but that's one of those situations where I've already committed. And in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done that. So, it does show, hey, if you need an item that's locked behind an item, you can just bypass it entirely. If you know certain glitches, you can just bypass things and break logic. So I was talking about that before in this, and I guess I got to show it off. Unintentionally, mind you, but I did. Is that even able to reach? Well, for one, please stop, sir. You're in my way, and I just don't want to deal with you. I don't think that can actually reach. This is still a chest I can't get right now. This is, ironically enough, it does need long shot. That, I don't know why. This really shouldn't need long shot. And if you can't get this with hook shot, it has to be a super precise shot. So we're gonna try one little thing here really quick. We're actually gonna get infinite sword glitch. And by getting this, we can stand on the very edge of the platform and then try it. And if we don't get it, I will just not care. I've already broke logic on one thing, so I might as well break it on another thing. I immediately lose it too. You can't take a hit once you get infinite sword glitch, because then you will lose it. I don't want to do that. It is just ever so slightly out of reach. That is as close as I can get. It hits the platform. Wow. I don't know why they made this that weird. That's fine. Well, at this point, we'll just go ahead and beat the dungeon. I didn't even put down Forest Wind again. I meant to hit the other button because I'm used to having hookshot on C down. Fine, just a little bit of a waste of magic, and I'll just dispel this because it's useless. This hitbox is weird. There you go. So, at this point, let's just go ahead and finish up this dungeon fully. So, while we're here, let's fight Twin Rova and get one of our first medallions here. Man, the only medallion we've had so far has been the one that's been starting out in our pocket. I still can't believe we found hookshot in this dungeon. I did not expect that. I knew we were going to probably find one at some point here based on how some of the hints were proceed, but I do know the one hookshot is in Shadow. I didn't expect to find one in Spirit. So, let's finish this up. Fight Twin Rova really quick. Hopefully have a good fight. This fight is all luck-based, which is a problem. Want to go fast in this fight? Good luck. Okay, the fire one's shooting. So where is Twin Rova? I want to hit the ice one with the fire. There you go. Do multiple targets really quick. Try to manipulate some of the RNG values here. Because the fairy particle effect from Navi here, that can actually change up some random number generated values in kernel coding. So I could do this to possibly get a faster fight. It looks stupid, but hey, it is somewhat faster. Now with hookshot, I'm actually shooting like this ever so slightly once in a while, trying to bait one of the two witches in a very specific spot. So whatever one I'm trying to aim for, I'm trying to get to just stay somewhere. Oh boy. I really hope the ice one flies in my path because I can't really move. Okay, that was convenient. Jeez, man. All right, well, phase 1 is done. Now it's time for phase 2, which this one is not very luck-based at first. This phase will always shoot either 3 fire or 3 ice attacks immediately. So, depending on which one we get here to start, that's the one we're going to be focusing on. In this case, we got fire. All right, where are we going? I'm going to follow you. Here it is. Attack again. Quick fight. First cycle. That's all we needed. 1 cycle fight. Let's go. So you can stun lock a lot of the bosses in this game if you just constantly hit them in a rhythm. So in that case, I was waiting until Twin Rova stopped doing her like shaking animation when she got hit. Because when she was sitting still, I immediately attack right after, and I could just keep on doing that over and over again until the boss is defeated. So that is Twin Rova all done. A little out of logic, I guess, because of how I got a hook shot early that I wasn't supposed to get. But, you know, nope. I know that's fake. I have that thing in my pocket. That is the worst idea to grab, so I'm not going to bother. When you already have the item and you see it in the distance, you know it's an ice trap. Bye-bye. So, that's done. Light medallion. Finally, our first other medallion besides the one in our pocket. That's really good. So now, let's go over to Shadow Temple. I was gonna say Spirit Temple. We're right here. I don't know if I have enough magic to get in, though. That's the only problem. If I don't, I might have to do a quick detour for magic, but I think we're fine. So we'll open up the way to Shadow, and that's where we're gonna call this meter of a video. This is definitely a meaty one because of how much longer it took for us to go through a dungeon. But there you go. All the torches are lit. Now with Din's Fire, we can actually get into our next dungeon and actually complete yet another one of the adult dungeons, which is great. So now that we're here in Shadow Temple, otherwise known as Wind Temple, apparently from Wind Waker, based on this music. Hey, it's a dungeon theme. Close enough. We'll go ahead and explore this place in the next episode and hopefully find our in-lodged hookshot. So here's hoping. But next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time Randomizer, we'll make our way through the Shadow Temple here. And hopefully, if we get our other hookshot, making the long shot, we'll be able to explore the remaining dungeons that we have left. Because I believe once we get long shot, we're going to be in a state called Go Mode, allowing us just to pretty much blaze through the rest of this randomizer and go straight to the final boss. So here's hoping. But for now, that's going to do it for today's video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.